Hello FIFA faithful, Bearhamms here, and welcome to episode 9 of Nordic Academy. If things seem a little different, you're probably right. I am in a different room in my house. I just want to switch things up a bit. Don't get used to it. Right now, we are currently in Season 3, and before I get into gameplay, got a lot of explaining to do. First off, we'll be taking a look at some of our transfer deals. One of them, my favorite one, without a doubt, is center back SONNI Davidson. Remember, this is the center back from the Faroe Islands. He does have the power free kick trait, and I've already been training him on free kicks as well as defensive work. We got him for a swap deal for Siggy Dahl, and I think we'll make out of that deal the winner. I think we'll be the better of that one. Lucas Irondust, I only signed him because of his name. Got him for 800,000 euros. Should have got him for less. He's only a 52 overall, so we got stumped out of that one. And then probably the biggest deal, this will probably be the biggest deal of the save without a doubt, is Kalle Bengtsson. I signed him. He's 19 years old from Portland Timbers for almost $10 million and Ole Clausen. And now, this sets up a big storyline that I will explain later. And then our final signing was Oppo Valakari. I did like him as a left back in the European Championships in the last episode. So I was like, you know what? He's already at 64 overall. Might as well sign him up, see what happens. So we got him from Sporting Gijon for a price of 770,000 euros. Instead of going through the calendar and telling you which games we won, which games we lost, we're just going to simply look at the table. So right now we do have a solid spot. We're tied for second, 5 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss, 14 goals for, 8 against, and this is a good start. Now, in the first 2 seasons, we were 10th place and 9th place, respectively, and now it's time we got to start moving forward. And we've already won 2 trophies out of the 3 you possibly can in this league. So now we just got to win the last one. And now we get to talk more about the storylines that have been happening, and one of them has been Kalle Bengtsson. He has overtaken the striker job from Sulo Elias, and it makes perfect sense. 4 goals, 1 assist, and 8 appearances, though you can see Sulo Elias has the same amount of stats. Now, Sulo has taken the super sub role, and that actually works very well for him. Now, I did say that last season I was thinking of getting rid of him, but because we now are the Finnish national team coach, we got to keep training him, which is what I've been doing right now, and he's already up by 2 to a 67. Now I want to get him to a mid-70s by the end of the season, which seems like a big feat, so maybe low 70s will be the most reasonable situation. Aksari Tuomi, after his pretty successful European campaign, hasn't scored yet, but I have been playing him at a cam role, and I think it might just be he's better out on the wing. I'm not too sure about that. And then I think our final one, as I'll be scrolling very, very quickly down the line, is Aksari Tommy. Now, he only has 1 appearance, and he has a 6.1 average. Now, the reason why I'm interested in him is because now we actually get to look at the calendar. We did have a couple World Cup qualifying games, and he scored in both of them. He helped us get a draw against Belgium, and he was the only goal scorer in a 4-1 thumping by Czech Republic. Now I think because of those good games and those good results, I think I got to give him some playing time. And I think he, you know, after getting some time with the national team, he's going to start producing on the domestic level. So we'll see how that goes. For today's episode, we'll just finish out the month of September, and we'll just see how it goes. Now, before we get cracking, I apologize for the shadows. I completely forgot about changing the time of day. Not only the time of day, but just the weather to make it simple. And I don't know, some more business to get into. Another reason why we are going faster in the calendar is simply because, well, when we have you know, only 14 teams in the league. We're just going to see a bunch of teams way too many times. That was kind of the problem that we were having in the first season with Vencesel. Just couldn't stand going up against them. And, you know, going 3 to 4 episodes a season, we won't have that problem. And then when we do play games with Copenhagen in the future, they'll only be European games. So it's all good. Good play by Tuomi. He'll get that to Ivan Helland. Ivan Helland, who's actually scored a fair share of goals this season. None of them have been bangers, though. There's a good cross. Oh, already. Callie Bengtsson showing why he is the starting. Wait a minute. Great, because it's so bright outside, I can't even tell who scored that. Okay, it's Captain Simonson. Perfect. Great headed goal by our captain. I mean, a great cross by Tuominen to get this started. Okay, now we got to see if it was Tuominen. All right, perfect. Wow, that was a nice volley, too. Yeah, I've been training Hans Simonson as well. I've been training a lot of our day ones because they haven't been growing as fast as I've wanted them to. So it's perfect now that he's gone up by 2 to a 65, and he'll probably be going up even higher soon. I've decided if Sonny Davidson does become a cult figure, I might actually start developing a football manager database based on the Faroe Islands, because it's a very small country and it has quite a few cities, and it's very interesting that they do have a league. It only has like 10 or so teams, and like half the teams play at the same stadium because the country is so small. Thinking about maybe a little story about some Faroese millionaire putting money into the league and giving them a chance at a World Cup in the future. Here is Hilfsvam against Vestergaard. Good block by Vestergaard, and that will conclude the first half of the game. So far, so good. A great volley from Hans Simonson. I did not expect him to score a goal like that. So used to his bangers. And now, just got to hold on. Hopefully my eyes can survive another 45 minutes in this terrible contrast of light and dark. And we come out with the 3 points. And that will be the end of the game. So far, so good. Another 3 points. Just able to keep on the heels of Midtjylland. Great heads-up goal by our captain, Hans Simonson, as he got a perfect cross from Sampo Tuominen. For the second game of the episode, I have switched up the lineup a bit. Tuomi will go back to his right mid spot, and I've put Sulo Elias right behind Bengtsson as we take on Esbjerg. Get it to Askari. Askari back to Tuominen. Maybe something here. Sampo taps a pass through. Just couldn't get it to Iverson. As I believe that will be the last possible chance. And that will be the end of the game. Now, that wasn't even that interesting. Honestly, what you're probably going to get from these highlights is start of the game, halftime, and then the end of the game. Yeah, we didn't really do much in this game, as we will leave Blue Water Arena with a point. Trying something a little ballsy for the final game of the episode. We are starting Oksari Tommy up top, since I did say in the last couple games for Finland he did score 2 goals. So we'll see if he can do it on the domestic side against Nordzealand. Back going here. Tuomi. Oh, he loses it again. I don't know. I think those first couple of games, it was just all adrenaline. And now for Oksari Tuomi, it's the nerves are getting to him. The pressure of being Finland's, big prospect is getting to him. And he's just thinking too much. He just has to relax. Been just beyond terrible. There's a good block by Vestergaard, but he's going to get taken out of it. Get it out, get it out, get it out. Just clear it out, clear it out. Actually, that was a... Wow. Was that Davidson? Yeah. What a good play by Davidson just to watch the ball go through. He had it positioned right. I was so concerned that he was just going to touch it and give Nordzealand a gimme goal. But hey, good job. Good header. We'll stay with Nordzealand, though, as they've put on quite a bit of pressure near the end of the half. There's a wide open chance. Yep, that's going in. They were doing a really good job, but it will be the American Jonathan Amon getting Nordsland on the board. What can I say? We were just taking in too much pressure, and I think Carlson just mistimed that completely. Oh well, I think we are going to make some changes in the second half, that's for sure. I think Oksari Tuomi, as much as he's doing well in the international front, I think we're going to have to put that experiment on hold. So now maybe one last chance. Sampo taps one into the box for Tommy, but will be cleared aside for a corner. There's a through ball. Cornin's not going to beat it. Come on, Davidson. There we go. Sonny Davidson might be the MVP of this episode, just based on his defensive play. There's a tap pass. Is he onside? I believe so. Oh, no. Bengtson just put too much mustard on that hot dog as that sails into the Telia Park and faithful. Taps that through. We're running out of time here. Good pass to Bengtson. Bengtson with the cut. Tries to get across him, but it's going to get blocked, and that will be game. Don't know what I could tell you right now, but we are just not on the same page here, as just a lot of our players were not up to snuff today. Oskari Tuomi looked lost. No one, I repeat, no one had a good day today, as we will give all 3 points to FC Nordsland, which is even worse considering that they are in the title race with us. So not a great way to end the episode, though. Sonny Davidson has a player rating of 7.3. Good for him. Taking a look at the table before we go, we just added 1 to every part of our standing, as now we're 6-3-2. Yeah, that's a really bad loss, considering now Nordsland and Midtjylland are running riot, having a 3-point and a 4-point lead on us respectively. And now we're really going to have to catch up in our off-camera games, as you will see FC Kobenhavn back in action in the month of December. So yes, this will be the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I did playing it. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. This has been Bearhamms, and as always, toodaloo.